My name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Bank, they made a terrible mistake. That's Warren Buffett. That's his bank. Yeah, terrible. You know, it was Warren Buffett who could have stopped the entire housing crash, the financial meltdown. He didn't. If you're one of those who your house was upside down and you suffered for years and you couldn't get money, you couldn't get financing, it's his fault. That should have never happened. He could have stopped it. We're taking all the mortgages, these terrible mortgages, these subprime mortgages that weren't performing, and they would sell them to a pension fund. And how did they do that? Because they guaranteed the pension fund, one, they were insured, that they'd insure it through a derivative, which ended up being useless. But the big thing is they put on a stamp AAA rating. And it was Buffett's company who put on the AAA rating. He knew he shouldn't have been doing that. If he stopped that, if he said, you know what, I'm not going to do this. My company is not going to stamp these mortgages, these subprime mortgages that aren't performing, that you're selling to all these pension funds around the world. I'm not going to have my company stamp them AAA. The whole thing would have been fine. You would have never lost your home. You'd never been upside down in your home. We'd never had a market crash. So this guy Buffett, Ukulele Buffett, oh shucks Buffett, is a phony. He is a phony. He's a fraud. Welcome back to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country off the Wall Street Radio Network. Boy, we have a lot to talk about today. The market continues to move up 250 points. Back down 250 points, up 300, back down. For the last month, we've been caught in this narrow 5% range. The market can't break out, can't get back to its all-time highs on January 26th. And that, the jibber-jabbers on these financial shows are not talking about. That's pretty bad. If you have a stock market, and you remember on January 16th, I predicted that the market would start its correction. The market would start to crash. And we are in that crash, by the way. Crashes, you just don't go straight down. But we are in the stock market crash. Oh, and by the way, everybody asks me, what should I do? What should I do before the market crashes? What should I do? Well, the answer is learn how to buy what they call an inverse. All it is, the symbol SDS is a stock. So as the market goes down, you buy the stock. and the stock goes up, that means the market's going down. So every time as the stock market goes down and is crashing, you're making money by simply owning a stock that's going up. And I think that's pretty neat because most people don't want to short a stock. They're scared of shorting. They've been told their whole life if you short, it's dangerous. You lose all your money, which is a total lie. So the SDS is a great vehicle to make sure that you're not losing your money, that you're making money. Remember, your 401k, you are not allowed to make money when the stock market goes down. That's right. What a stupid thing that is, 401k. How stupid. You're not allowed to make money when the stock market goes down. And people, 85 million people own that product, this 401k. They have no clue. And even dumber with a 401k, if the market starts crashing at 9:30 in the morning, and this is how crashes work, you wake up at 9:30, the market opens, it drops 500 points immediately. Then all of a sudden it goes up about 150, everybody's feeling good, and then it goes down 700 points. You're in the middle of a crash, and you call in your broker, you're trying to get out, and he'll say to you, well, a 401k, we can't get you out until the end of the day. What? You got to stay in and get hammered. You can lose 20% of your money by the end of the day. The 401k is one of the worst products in the world. But to prepare yourself, what you should do is just get an SDS. You can join my gang, Phil's Gang, $30 a month, and you can follow me when I'm in the SDS. So I'll be in it with my own money. And as the market crashes, which, oh, by the way, we are in the crash now. I mean, nobody believes it, but we are crashing. I mean, the stock market, all the signals are there, for heaven's sakes. I mean, interest rates are still very, very low. We have a low growth economy. We've been at 1.9% annual growth for the last, 10 years. We can't even make it to 2 or 3%. We have a slow wage growth. Our wages, adjusted for inflation, are the same as 1972. Wages aren't going up. Remember the big tax cut where we were promised wages were going to go up? The CEOs were going to make sure wages go up. They're going to pour all that money into wages, all that tax cut money. Well, guess what? They never poured the tax cut money into wages. They poured it into their pockets. Oh, and you know what really gets me? What really makes me grumpy is these financial shows, these jibber-jabbers. They never tell us about, that tax cut that everybody talks about every day, and is the reason why corporations are doing so well, the reason why earnings are gangbusters. Very few people are benefiting from that. But there's also part of that tax cut that nobody talks about, that the jibber-jabbers certainly won't talk about. There's another windfall of $17 billion that the very, very wealthy, not the 1%, but the 1% of the 1%, they get another $17 billion on top of the tax cut. It's a loophole that was tucked away deep in this plan by Ryan, who received $500,000. Remember, he received $300,000, and Hatch received $300,000, and 14 other senators, 7 which are the richest senators in the country. Remember, they received the bribe to put the tax plan through? Well, guess what? Ryan got an extra $500,000 for putting this last-minute loophole in, where only the very, very wealthy will share in another $17 billion windfall. What are you, nuts? Now, what they're doing is they're masking it. They're making it look like, oh, this is for small businesses. We're going to help small businesses. A total lie. Money's not going to go to the small business. Not at all. It's going to go right to, guess who? First, law firms. That's right. Our friends at the law firms, the lawyers who we love, going to go to law firms, to hedge funds. Can you believe this? Law firms and hedge funds. Why? because law firms and hedge funds have lobbyists, and they have lobbyists that are so strong, they just walk into Ryan and say, hey, how about this tax cut? Let's put this little loophole in so that the lion's share of the $17 billion can be shared just by a few people. We'll be right back after this break here on Phil's Gang. More, much more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. PhilsGang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. PhilsGang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Thousands of investors trust philsgang.com to deliver the tools and resources they need to invest with confidence. With the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts, you have the power to create highest quality, color-coded, easy-to-read charts in just a few simple clicks. Designed specifically for technical analysis and investing, the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock chart seamlessly integrates and functions on mobile, tablet, desktop, and web devices. Isn't it time you leave behind the old stock research routine, spending hours reading websites, out-of-date newsletters, and magazines? Instead, subscribe to the Phil's Gang MaxVest 1000 stock charts and plan your entire investment strategy. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264, and we'll see you on the charts.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Listen to what people are saying about philsgang.com.
I am up 5% right now, closer to 6.
I've been with you for about a month and a half now, and I'm already up 7%.
I have never made so much money in the stock market.
I'm up $28,000 since November.
No matter if the markets are up or down, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team put you on the path to making profits in the stock market.
This is Deb from Sarasota.
This is Bill from Miami, Florida.
This is Cora from Hawaii.
Hey, this is Paul from Tampa Bay area. I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
I would recommend Phil and Phil's Gang to anyone.
Join thousands of investors and start making profits in the stock market. Call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or sign up at philsgang.com. Again, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's philsgang.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors. And we also recognize that your time is valuable, so we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Become a philsgang.com member today and start making profits in the stock market with Phil's investing programs and video stock picks. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
We still have incredible earnings growth.
The overall earnings picture is unbelievable. Earnings season has been awesome.
This is an earnings story. It's really been the driver of growth for really the last 9 years that we've had this bull market going on.
Unbelievable. All we hear about are great earnings. We're going to go from, the S&P is going to go from 11% to 17%. And they're all excited. Oh, these jibber jabbers on these financial shows. Are you nuts? You got to be nuts to go along with that. What a fraud. These earnings are a fraud. They're all puffed up. It's a fraud. Unbelievable. Okay, today the market is up 262 points. Well, don't get excited because we still can't get above a very crucial point on the S&P, which is around 2,700. You got to get above that 2,700. You got to push above that. And we haven't been able to get below 2,600. So for a month, we can't get above 2,700. We can't get above 26. The market has been frozen in place. While they're telling us about these great earnings, you would think with these great earnings, the market would break out and run. Makes no sense. The S&P on February, think about it, on January 26th, that was the beginning of the crash, the stock market crash. Yes, we are in a stock market crash. Crashes, stock doesn't just go down. We're in a market crash. We have pricked that bubble. It's popped, just like the dot-com bubble popped. The housing financial bubble popped. This bubble is popping. All bubbles pop. That's right, all bubbles pop. They have to, because they got to create another bubble. Our owners have to create another bubble. Leon Musk, Sergey Brin, Steve Cohen, Carl Icahn, Ronald Perlman, George Kaiser, the Koch brothers, Larry Page. They got to create another bubble. That's how they make. They are our owners. They're the 1% of the 1%. They own the Federal Reserve. They've got to make money. And when we take everybody's jobs and we outsource them, so instead of making $25 an hour, you now have a $12 an hour job, how are they going to make money? How are the rich going to make money? They got to get you to consume. They got to create a bubble. They'll get you to consume. So what they'll do is make sure they give you low rates, easy interest, so you borrow, so you get into debt. So you are a debt slave. And then as the market goes up another 30, 40, 100 points, or like our market here, 270 points, not driven by consumption because you're making more money and you're saving, driven by debt and stock buybacks. And now they want to pop that bubble, let the market drop, and now people will be without money again. And as long as people are always without money and they have lousy jobs, that's a beautiful setup to say we're going to give people easy credit, low rates for the better good. Come on, let's buy a car. We'll give you 10 years this time. Maybe they even give you 20 years on a car this time. This is what they do. They got to keep you in debt. So the stock market is a wonderful place because one thing about the stock market, they print every day. The owners of the Federal Reserve, which is not a federal bank, it's a private bank owned by the 1% of the 1% by the Sergey Brin and the Cohns and the Perlmans. They print $14 trillion a day, and they stick it into the stock market. They stick it into the stock market. And all these stock buybacks, so that the CEOs, they can get that $14 trillion. They give them that money. Remember, it was at zero at one point. Now it's just 1.5%. So they can go and they can buy. They can buy their own stock, push that stock right up. Unbelievable. Isn't that crazy? I mean, think about these owners and what they do. The stock buybacks have become so insane. Nobody has any clue what a stock buyback is. They really believe this stock market is going up because the economy is good, because that's what we're told every day. The stock market's going up because the economy is really good. No, it's not. It's because they print $14 trillion, stick it in the market, and these corporations, if you go all the way back to 2008, they've been borrowing $150 billion to buy their stocks back. Oh, in this last deal, remember the tax cut? They were going to stop doing that? Well, guess what? They didn't stop doing it. Instead, what did they do? They started to double the amount of stock buybacks. Again, the owners made $150 billion a month available to them to buy stocks, to keep pushing this artificial rally. But see, you should have been in this rally. Don't listen to these planners and these people who guide you through the stock market, that you got to buy this company, hold on it for 10 years because it does this and it does that and all the good things it does. No, you've just followed the money. And that's what I do in my own investing. I created my own chart that gives me a buy and sell signal, a color chart. And it turns green, it tells me to buy. When it turns red, it tells me not to buy. It follows the cash flow. I don't listen to all this nonsense. It's called noise. If this market was so strong, then answer me this. Why then on January 26th, the market was at on the S&P at 2,860? And then it dropped all the way down. We had our 11% drop down to about 2,560. Then they try to run it back up. Remember, they try to run it back up. So, the economy's terrific. It's going to go right back up. But wait a minute. They ran it up. They only could get to 2,800. They couldn't even get back up. They couldn't even get back up to the 2,860. They couldn't do it. So that's a lower high. It dropped again. Then they try to push it up again, and they only could get this time. They couldn't even get to. Think about it. The first time was at 2,860. The second time they only could get to 2,080, and the third time, where we are now, they can only get to 2,070. So the market's getting worse. Those are 3 lower highs. But they're telling us everything is fine. Don't believe it. Don't believe it. So why can't the stock market get back to that all-time high? Especially after all the corporate tax cuts. Remember, that was really going to take this market off. It's going to really boom. So what's going on? What stocks should you be in? I'll answer that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Information. Your world is a non-stop stream of information. As investors, we have to filter through the information, recognize pattern trends, and take advantage. At philsgang.com, we simplify and give you the exact information and support you need to make you a smarter and more profitable investor. For as low as $39.95 a month, you will have complete access to all the Phil's Gang daily information. Gain the wisdom and knowledge of Phil's 40 years of investing analysis. If your time is valuable and you're looking to make profits in the stock market, choose philsgang.com to provide long-term and short-term guidance to making profits in the stock market. This information you can't live without. Call today. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and sign up today.
Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Every single one of his medical bills, everything is just all taken care of.
We have phenomenal research, outstanding clinical care, and the generosity of public, which allow us to treat patients regardless of what it takes.
At St. Jude, families never receive a bill for treatment, travel, housing, or food because the only thing a family should worry about is helping their child live.
Because of you.
Gracias a ti. Because of you.
There is St. Jude.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Because he gives a lot of good insight to understand not only what is happening, but why the market is doing what it's doing.
I've always enjoyed Phil's straightforwardness and talk about what's really going on.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
Thank you so much for what you do, Phil. Not only for us, but also for St. Jude.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor. I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang. Very inexpensive to be able to have that everyday guidance that you can get from Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, my name is Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Most people would love to be in the stock market, but they're scared not being in. They're scared about not getting out in time. Well, that is over because now you can join Phil's Gang and my stock video program and follow me with a specific stock on the video, and you will be out in time.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com has taught thousands of people from all walks of life how to invest and make profits in the stock market. philsgang.com can help you generate extra income, maximize your retirement financial savings, and teach you how to avoid costly investing mistakes. With the Phil's Gang membership, you get all the comprehensive stock research and data, analysis tools, Phil's recommendations, and the professional customer support you need to make smarter, more profitable investing decisions. Don't wait. Call today, 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. 877-600-4264. Did you know Phil Grandy hosts a daily live stock market investing webinar class? Never miss a beat with the market and your investments. Learn, invest, and profit with philsgang.com. Call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. This segment is brought to you by the MaxVest 1000 stock charts. For more information, go to philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So why can't the stock market get back to its all-time high on January 26th? After all, we got these corporate tax cuts. Remember the tax cut from 35% to 21%. That's quite a tax cut. That's a windfall of $2.5 billion. $2.5 billion. That's a big number that goes to Wall Street banksters alone. Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo. $2.5 million just in the first 3 months of 2018 because of this tax cut. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't you like to get a tax cut? That's incredible. But what the jibber jabbers don't want us to know is all these great earnings they brag about every day is coming from one place. These earnings or profit coming from one place. These tax cuts without the tax savings from this new lower corporate tax rate to 21%, Wells Fargo's earnings would have declined, would have been down. They would have lost money. Same with Citigroup. Same with Bank of America. Their earnings would have been horrible. It saved them. Oh, but they don't tell us that. That's why we can't get back to the all-time high again. But nobody's talking about that. If I was on Fox or CNBC, first thing I would say, wake up. Wake up. What's going on here? The banks that lead the stock market higher got a windfall of $2 billion, $2.5 billion. That's why their earnings are so terrific, and yet they can't get back up to the original high they had on January 26th. Are you kidding? Of around 2,000. The high of around 2,800. Are you kidding? Something's wrong. It's called a stock market crash. That's why. You know, it's really interesting. You can fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Remember when the stock market crashed, the housing crashed, and we had to bail out these same banks? And we gave them $800 billion. You and I, Congress gave them the $800 billion. But that's us, our money. With a promise that if we give you the $800 billion, you're going to take $250 billion. You're going to set it aside and help the poor homeowners. The poor homeowners, 5 million homeowners, were upside down in their homes and were ready to lose their houses. And they said yes. Remember, first time they said no, and they couldn't get the bill passed. The second time they said yes, and America wrote their congressman and said, pass the bill, my house is upside down, I need that money. So they passed it the second time. 2 weeks later, after the bill was passed, the TARP, as they called it, the bank said, screw you. We're going to use that $250 billion for bonuses. They never kept their word. They used it for bonuses. It's the same thing going on now. They said, oh, you give us this break, this tax break. It's going to save us because our earnings are horrible without it. And we're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure your wages go up. Remember that? Another lie, just like the TARP. After they signed the bill, same thing they have with TARP. It's a screw you. We're not going to put in wages. We're going to take, instead of increasing your wages, we're going to take that money and put it in our own pocket. And then we're going to, by buying our own shares, we make a fortune. Each CEO is making about $13 million extra in bonuses by buying their own shares because, remember, their compensation is tied to the shares. What a deal. But what about you and me? What about the average American? They're getting nothing. They just finished a survey, and it shows there's 157 million working people in this country. That's our workforce. The average person is making $55,000 to $60,000. They have not seen their paycheck go up one penny. All the money is going to the very wealthy. I just explained coming on this show. They just snuck in another windfall of $17 billion that only the wealthy are going to get. A loophole that was tucked into the plan by Ryan, who got paid $500,000 to make sure it was in there. This is unbelievable. So the market is in real trouble here. So what do you do? Well, take advantage of it. When the market starts going down, you won't even feel it. Join my gang. Join me, Phil's gang. I'm going to give you the number, 877-600-GANG. And what you'll do is follow me. I will be invested, which I am right now, in what they call SDS. Now, that's a stock that's going up when the market goes down. That's pretty neat. So you're not going to get scared being short. So if you want, every night what I do, when I finish this radio show, I will do a video. I prepared a video, and it's changed 3 times during the day. So you know exactly what to do. If I make a change, if I say more, buy more stock, or buy less, or we'll put a stop here, whatever instruction, take you a minute and a half. You're on lunch, flip open your mobile device, and it tells you exactly what to do. SDS. I also put in other great stocks. And if you have time, why don't you come to my class? I have a live webinar class every day at 9:30 Eastern Time to 11 o'clock. Live. Where you can come in and ask a question. See, I got a stock. I don't know what to do. I got 500 shares. I bought it at 200. Now it's 180. What should I do? Should I get out? Should I stay in? And we help you. We show you. But the best thing to do is why don't you just get into the stock that I'm in? And what you'll like is that and how do I know when to buy and when to sell? Because I designed, after 40 years in this business, my own chart, my own algorithms based on red to buy, red as a sell signal and green as a buy signal, all attached to the big banks, the big insurance companies, the big hedge funds, all the big boys, so that I can see where their money is going. So I think this is a great opportunity. You can sleep at night. At least try it. So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. And again, if you sign up, okay, today, I will give you for 30 days the chart, the actual chart I use for the buy and sell signal. It's called the MV2 chart. And that'll be good to 6 o'clock Eastern Time. So it's a $29.95 value, but you get it for nothing. Try it for 30 days, and it'll be fun because you'll see if you're following me, and I give you my video on SDS, the stock I'm in, and I tell you what I'm doing. You copy me, and you can see how I call my signal on a chart that I designed. It is so accurate. It's incredible, okay? So 877-600-GANG, get your free chart for 1 month with a membership of $39.95. All right. So it's crazy what's going on. It's just crazy. You know, everybody's saying the economy is fantastic. How can that be? It's not fantastic. Out of the 157 million people who are working, 72% are working paycheck to paycheck. That's not a lie. Go look it up. Paycheck to paycheck. So while the jibber-jabbers like Varney and Bartiromo and Payne, and they're all celebrating this earnings bonanza, while they're proclaiming this victory for the Main Street worker due to this great tax cut, the Main Street worker's getting nothing. The numbers show that any benefits, they're not going to the American worker. They're going to the big guy, to the 1%. It's incredible. 10-1. Even if you're lucky, if you're making 70 or 80, you start getting a little money. You do. You start getting a little money, 70, 80, 90, 100. But it's still 10-1. It's ridiculous. So join my gang, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. Let me help you. And by the way, we got all kinds of programs. You can spend as much time as you want. As I say, you can come to our class if you want during the day. It's live. Everything's archived as well. We'll be right back with some more stock ideas in just a moment here on Phil's Gang. 43 past the hour. We'll be right back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
If you're behind, and you know you're behind in your savings, you know you're behind from retirement, you haven't got enough retirement money, you're getting worried, and nobody helped you today. Did anybody help you today? Were you able to go to your mobile device today and say, what should I do with my stock? Did anybody do a video for you today? Did your planner, did your money manager, did the guy that's running your 401k, did he do a video for you today 3 times during the day, tell you exactly what to do with the stocks we're in? No. Now, when you join the gang, you can decide what you want to participate in. You can have the full schooling where you come to our class on a daily basis. That's done over the internet, of course. Or if you're a person that says, I just want you to make money for me because I don't have time to learn, and I have a program for that. And that's called my video stock program. So when the market goes up, you're going to make money. When the market goes down, you're going to make money.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who has also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with a prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com. What are people saying?
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done.
You have all the tools necessary to become a successful trader.
Phil's Gang is like having a pro by your side all day long.
I would highly recommend Phil's Gang to the average retail investor.
It is truly a great value for what it offers.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Information. Your world is a non-stop stream of information. As investors, we have to filter through the information, recognize pattern trends, and take advantage. At philsgang.com, we simplify and give you the exact information and support you need to make you a smarter and more profitable investor. For as low as $39.95 a month, you will have complete access to all the Phil's Gang daily information. Gain the wisdom and knowledge of Phil's 40 years of investing analysis. If your time is valuable and you're looking to make profits in the stock market, choose philsgang.com to provide long-term and short-term guidance to making profits in the stock market. This information you can't live without. Call today. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com and sign up today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know what the biggest problem with the stock market and why people stay out of the market? Because they don't know when to get out. Well, those days are over. I have a new system. It's called the MV2 Video Stock System. I choose one stock. You follow that video, do exactly what I tell you. I tell you to buy, you buy. When I tell you add on, you add on. When I tell you to sell, you sell. When I tell you to run like hell, you do.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. You're not a regular listener to Phil's Gang? What, are you nuts? Listen to Phil Grandy and check out philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
The fundamentals in the economy right now are better than they've been in probably a decade.
Unbelievable. They just come up and make up this stuff. If that was true, if the economy is doing so well, then why is it, since the market dropped on January 26th, where I said that, remember, on the 16th, I said that the stock market crash would begin on January 16th. On January 26th, it did. That's when we dropped from 2860, okay, on the S&P, and we dropped all the way down to, I'm going to put it up here, just get it right for you. We dropped all the way down to about 2560. That's 11%. That's a huge correction. But then they immediately came in and tried to pump the stock market up. They printed $14 trillion. They give it to 5 banks. The Federal Reserve prints $14 trillion a day, gives it to the Federal Reserve, gives it to the individual banks to go in and start buying stocks to try to hold this stock market up. But guess what? Since that day, since we that 2860, and we dropped all the way down to around that 2005-60, it's failed to get back up there. It's failed when they ran it up at 2007-90, approximately 2007-90, and then it failed again at 2070. So think about it. So the top of the market, the all-time high, about 2008-60, dropped. They try to rally it back up. Nope. As far as they could get was 2,780. Dropped again, tried to rally. The highest they could get was 2,070. That's not very good. Each time it gets lower and lower and lower. So how to prepare yourself for an impending stock market crash. Join my gang right now, philsgang.com. Try it for a month. I'm going to show you how to utilize a stock called SDS. That stock goes up when the market goes down. But I'm going to do something even better for you. I'm also going to be in that stock. Now, you don't send me any money. You just go online and you don't send me any money for a stock. You go online, select a stockbroker, online stockbroker, and buy a couple shares. And then for the next month, follow my video that I put out 3 times a day, instructing you what to do on SDS, exactly what I'm doing. How good is that? So at least we are prepared for that stock market crash, which has already started. We're just talking about it's going to continue to go even lower because of wages. Wages are terrible. Oh, by the way, talking about that and wages, I have another great stock idea. I think it's going to be a wonderful stock. And the symbol is INSY. I think this is going to be a terrific little stock. So if you want, I will take and put it on the video with SDS. I'll put that on the same video, and I'll instruct you. So I'm buying INSY with the SDS, and you can follow me on my video. And it's, as I say, I take that video and change it 3 times a day. So you got 2 great stocks. One is going to protect you in a stock market crash. Another one's an interesting little stock, and it looks like it could be about a 10 or 15% gain. So we're going to risk maybe about 2 to 3% to try to gain 10 to 15%. That's a good risk to reward, isn't it? So here's the number, 877-600-GANG. Join my gang. And again, up to 6 o'clock Eastern tonight, you will get the free chart, the MV2 color-coded chart. This is one I designed that gives me my buy and sell signals. So when you follow along with me, you can see the buy and sell signals on the chart. The chart's $29.95, but you're going to get that free for 30 days. And it's fun to watch, and you'll see how accurate it is. It is so accurate. It tells you when to get out. Remember? But again, you need the membership. It's $39.95, all right? Okay, but if you remember yesterday, I played a couple cuts where Kramer told this person to get into a stock, and that stock just collapsed. If they had here, I think it's right here.
John, New Jersey. John.
My question today is on Ingersoll Rand.
Oh, I like Ingersoll Rand. It's precisely the kind of cyclical industrial that works well.
Ingersoll Rand was one. And if you, again, an Ingersoll, he gets them into the stock exactly when my chart identifies the institutions pulling their money out and it turns red on my chart. Even the guy got killed. Another one, SPR.
And in New York.
The defense stocks are a little crazy these days, and I hold most of them. I bought Spirit Aero, SPR, in January at 105, and I'm holding it in my Roth. I'm 60 years old.
Right now, the market is kind of anti the defense stocks and anti-aero, but how long can that last? This is a great company.
Great company. The time when he said to buy that, my chart turned red. It told us to sell it, not buy it. She lost 24%. My chart still showing the institution still pulling their money. He says to stay in after it lost 24%. That kind of advice you don't need. That is ridiculous. I mean, this idea of staying in a company because you like the CEO, you like the toilet paper the company uses, or whatever they do is nuts. When the institutions leave, you leave. It's that simple. There's 3 golden rules in making money in the stock market. Catch the bus and go home. Catch the bus and go home. Catch the bus and go home. There's your 3 golden rules. When the institutions are pulling out, you pull out. What do you think? You're smarter than the institutions? Ridiculous. So, again, it's amazing that this big tax cuts, now everybody is pumping big earnings. But again, if these tax cuts didn't happen, these banks and a lot of these companies would be in a hole. This is a one-time event. What happens next? They got to do another tax cut? This is crazy. I mean, the CEOs doubled their stock buybacks. That's where the money is coming from. Between the stock buybacks and the tax cut, these stock prices are going up, but it's all artificial. You want stock prices to go up because they design great products. There's great demand for the product. They have top-line sales. And by the way, you know what CEOs are saying? The reason we changed our mind after we got the tax cut and we're not putting the money into our companies, because why should we? 8 years under Obama, there was no economic growth. There was no wage growth. Because 8 years under Obama, he was working on building his social network, his empire, his welfare empire. He wanted to expand his welfare empire. You talk about a person who disincentivized work. Boy, it was him. Remember when he says, look, if you're working and you're working just to have insurance, don't work. Go home. Learn how to play the piano. We'll send you a check. Remember that? So he didn't grow the economy. So the CEO says, look, if people aren't making good wages, there's no demand. They're not buying products. So here we sit. Why would I take the money I'm making from the tax cut? If my company made an extra $1 million because I saved $1 million, why would I buy new machinery? Why would I increase my productivity and hire people? See, the way it works, when a CEO takes their profits or a tax savings and plow it back into their company, and they invest that money back and plow it back, that increases productivity. You increase productivity, you give your people wage increases. But wait a minute. You look under Obama, there was no growth in the economy, so there's no wages, so there's no consumption, so the economy didn't grow, and that's why we've been stuck at 1.9% for 8 years on an annual basis. So they're saying, until I see there's demand for my product, but there's no demand for my product, people aren't buying my ties, my growth in my ties aren't going up because people don't have any more money because Obama never grew the economy. Now, Trump comes in, he says, I'll grow the economy, and then his guys lie to him and tell him, here's how you grow the economy. Cut taxes. Cut taxes. And then the CEOs will turn around and take that tax cut money and they'll put it into their company, and with the capital investment, buy new machineries, new trucks, productivity will go up, and then wages will go up, and then consumption goes up, and then we'll go from 1.9% to 4%. That was so stupid, but he believed it. He believed it. Now he knows he was taken. No CEO, I don't care if it's profits or a windfall from tax cut, they are not going to invest money back into their company to increase productivity, gives you a wage hike, unless there's demand for their product. And there's never any demand unless wages are going up. It's unbelievable. Join my gang. Follow me with my video tonight so you can sleep at night if the market does go down.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Did you miss today?